All right. I'm nervous. All right.
My guy's getting fearful.
All right. What's up, Potters? This is the middle of the day pod.
Yeah, it's we're recording early. It's like 5 o'clock on a Monday.
It's 5:30 on a Monday. This is a special ep. This is a special ep, boys. First of all, apologies for the shot being a little different right now, and it's going to change in the middle of the episode, and I terribly apologize for that. That is entirely my fault. What was that?
I was just sitting here going for like 30 seconds into the camera.
Why'd you do that?
I don't know. I just felt like it.
All right.
I felt like bringing a little bit of wacky energy right at the top.
Because
there's
going to be none of that for the rest
yeah,
of the
this
episode.
is
This is
gonna
going to be terribly serious. That.
Yeah. It's gonna be oh man.
All right, but so the camera's a little bit weird. We're gonna change it because I forgot to charge the camera battery before this. I'm stupid. This is my apologies, and unfortunately, we couldn't just wait for a reason.
PCP.
PCP, not PCP.
It's also not anything else.
I've talked about me taking gummies.
Allegedly.
And I took one about a half an hour ago.
Allegedly.
And
So,
I
yeah.
don't know how this is gonna go. There's a world where this happens, and I go, we can't put this up.
Yeah,
And we go, we're gonna run it back tomorrow.
Yeah, that definitely that's part of the reason we're doing it on Monday. That we do have that out. So, if you're seeing this, then we didn't have to take that.
Then this episode didn't go too far off the rails. It's okay.
However, there is that possibility.
Yeah.
So, if you're not watching this, then sorry, guys.
But so here's what this will go in like the annals of history.
Yeah.
This if we ever get big enough to have a Patreon, this will be on the Patreon.
Yeah. The
1000% as long as I don't drop any slurs.
PCP episode.
I didn't do PCP. I just did a normal weed gummy.
Allegedly.
Mom, if you see it, I'm really sorry. Trust me, I'm gonna be fine. I understand why you're concerned, but no one fucking cares. I don't know why I said fucking mom. I'm sorry on that one. Actually. So I took it half an hour ago because it's like a 30 to 45 minute activation time, which could be bullshit. I'm not 100%. And so we're hoping to get 15 to 20 minutes of solid, me being coherent conversation.
Yeah.
And then we're going to just kind of bust into other shit. This is also going to, as you probably have hopefully seen, it is hopefully a longer episode. We're hoping for, rather than the usual runtime of like an hour to an hour and a half, we're looking for an hour and a half to 2.
Yeah, in that range. It might not get to that. We'll have to see.
Wherever it's at is wherever it's at.
Yeah, but we got some stuff prepared. We got a lot of stuff not prepared. We're just going to kind of figure it out as we go, I think.
So, do you want to like lay out like a roadmap of what we're looking at here? Or do you want to like just take it as it comes?
I think we just jump right on into things.
Just jump into it.
Philly D style. Let's get it.
Let's just jump on into it.
Let's go.
What's up, you beautiful bastards? But so...
today, talking about Roe v. Wade again.
Back to back.
Back episodes, baby. It's bad.
It's not. But, not Roe v. Wade, but Gerard Crovey Wade. Oh, my God.
You can't. Gerard Crow v. Wade? No. Nuh-uh. No. This is how we're starting things? Oh, man.
So, in the last episode, we talked about revisiting Crovey to see kind of like, not like super heavy. We like played a game, and I think we did a better job in that game of kind of pinpointing what we were talking about. But because we don't get it. We don't get Crovey.
Yeah, we still don't get Crovey.
Still don't get Crovey. I think that... Oh.
Oh, it's already starting, isn't it?
We're there a little bit. Yeah, so the entertainment of this video, hopefully, is my divulgence into nothingness.
The de-evolution of man.
Yeah, because I'm 95% right now. I'm going to be, hopefully, by the end of this, like 40%.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking at. And then I'll hit 0 later when I'm just laying there with Mac and being like, I love you. Oh my God. Which Mac calls Sweet Jack, which she might talk about later.
Mayhaps.
Spoilers. Honestly, I can just do it, just stare into the camera with it. But say, we played Crovey. Just gotta talk about Crovey for a bit.
Yeah, we played Crovey. We decided to run it back, give it another try, and nothing's really changed. I hate to say it to all the Crovey supporters. I will say, I can understand how someone could say that this is in their A or maybe even their S tier. I can understand
S tier
the
if it's
appeal.
an expansive S tier.
Sure, yeah.
If we're looking at my definition of an S tier, get the hell out.
Obviously, because neither of us like the map. I put it at like a B tier, maybe.
Mine's like just a solid C tier map and the worst map in BO3.
Yeah, but I truly do not understand how someone can put it as their number one map. I don't get it, because a lot of people put it as their number one map. There's a lot of people who say Crovey is their favorite. I don't get it. I don't get it.
It's not very great.
It's not a bad map. I don't think it's bad. It has some good stuff. I mean, the PP's back. It's got out of the BO3 maps, it probably has the best, like, unique weapon selection.
Yeah, like, definitely. Just it has the Siege, which is really cool. It has the PP, which, even though it's super watered down, and we talked about, like, me and you caring about it less, because it, like, doesn't have the same noise, and the recoil is a little bit different.
It doesn't feel like the PPSH of old.
Like, loving the PPSH isn't that it's PPSH and you can run fast and it has 71 bullets and it has a whole bunch of ammo. It's that just like it's the way that it feels is super important.
It's the feel and the fact that it was like brokenly OP.
Yeah, and they made away the feel.
They took away the feel. It's still like obviously a really good weapon. Like you get it and you're not disappointed to see it.
Yeah, you're like
it has like
bang.
Yeah, because it's like probably one of the best like bullet guns of BO3.
Yeah.
Because it does
bullet, yeah.
It does have like all of the advantages that the PP has. Like it's an SMG with a shit ton of ammo, a lot of reserve ammo, good power, not a crazy fire rate anymore, but still like a good fire rate. In terms of like practicality and usability, probably better with a slightly slower fire rate because you're not just like mag dumping zombies anytime you shoot at them.
Yeah, which was okay I think in World at War because that's just kind of what it was. But then you get to BO3 where you're not predicated on damage as much. It's a lot of shit. It's a lot of like AATs and stuff like that because high rounds is a lot of AATs.
Yeah, so when you're using a gun like that, getting those AAT procs and just having a lot of ammo in reserve with a slower fire rate is gonna be better for you.
Yeah.
But it's not like a low fire rate. It still fires fast.
Definitely still a great gun, but I don't get it and go, let's go.
Yeah, you see the PP and you're like, oh, cool.
Good gun.
That's good.
Move on.
Yeah. It's the same reaction you have as getting a dingo. At least for me. It's the same thing.
With like a tad of flair.
Yeah, a little bit more flair.
But only because it's like only on Crovey.
Yeah.
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 Like I feel the same way when I get like the Peacekeeper and Zed.
Yeah. Now, something that I will say, going to like a criticism that I have, which is like an actual legitimate thing, which I've thought about and really realized how much I dislike. First of all, Manglers. They're homing it. They're absolutely fine, no problem, except. How'd you do that?
I bent.
How'd you bend the top?
What?
How'd you do that?
I was just opening it like normal.
Dude, you know what would be crazy? Is if it was just completely normal.
I was just like at a normal, like it's even opened actually.
You just hold it up and you just start like pouring it out.
I'm just like, nothing's coming out, guys.
Look at that.
As it just dumps Pepsi out.
And then I'm just like, yeah, man, that's crazy. How did you do that?
Hey guys, look at my drink.
Yeah, no, it's actually bent. It's fucked up.
Yeah, I was gonna do. I kind of forgot that it wasn't open, and I was gonna do like how like in a commercial someone will drink something, but they drink it like that.
Oh yeah.
So they're like, look at the branding. Look at the branding. I was gonna do that, but I forgot it wasn't open. Hold up, I'm gonna you do your shit. I'm gonna try and open this.
Yeah, you have fun with that. So the Manglers are fine except for their fucking bullshit homing attack, which will hit you no matter where it's shot from. Like, if they shoot at you, that homing attack is going to hit you. If you make it around a corner, it will still hit you. If you're, like, behind a wall or whatever, it will go around the wall and get you.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's a thing. Like, I've seen clips of it, and it's one of those things going back. I've realized how bad it is to play against, where it's like, they'll shoot their little ball at you. They'll shoot their fucking blue balls at you, and then they fucking will like say that this is the player and this is a wall and the Mangler's over here. Fucking
he grabbed he has a Pepsi can behind the Cronorium.
Yeah, Pepsi here behind the Cronorium. This is the player. He's behind a wall. The fucking Mark II is the guy. He can be standing here and I'm like here, and then I go around and then it fucking goes around the wall. It goes whoop. Straight into the player.
I don't know why you need to go into depth to be like it goes around the wall. Like you were like, okay, so I roll in, right? I'm around the wall. Then the Mangler shoots, right? So here's what happens. Like let me show you how it goes, okay? And then you fucking nerd, I'll kill you.
Okay, no, that's just too far. That's extreme.
I mean, no, so.
Yeah, basically, fuck the Mangler.
Manglers are cringe. You talk about the other guys, too, so I can talk about
the Valkyrie drones are maybe my least favorite special enemy in all of Zombies.
I believe it's mine as well. I thought about it a lot, and I think that they are the worst. Are they my least favorite, actually? I'm not 100% sure, because I might just, like, have a personal bias against something. That's true. The Cosmonaut.
Oh, Cosmonaut.
The Cosmonaut.
Nova Crawlers are also pretty bad.
I hate the Cosmonaut so fucking much.
Yeah, I dislike Valkyrie drones more than Nova Crawlers, I think. Because Valkyrie drones, they just, like, they're bullet sponges. They can fly in front of you. They can block your path. They have a big-ass hitbox.
I hate, Alpha Omega Nova Crawlers, definitely clear.
Yeah, Alpha Omega Nova Crawlers are pretty egregious.
They clear, because, like... Yeah, flies. They, like, outright...
Can, like, telefrag you.
We played Alpha Omega, and the end of the game occurred... Because I went down, and then you went down after. And I went down because I was going through an area. Like, I had, like, a tight train going around a spot, and I had, like, a tight area. And the Nova Crawler just teleported in front of me. Teleporting. Oh, there's a few... I want to let you finish your comment before I swerve it away.
Yeah, Valkyrie drones also... They have so many things. They have, like, a ranged attack that they can do that, like, blurs your screen. It has, like, the electricity effect. Okay.
Never mind.
It also stuns you a little bit. It makes it, like, harder for you to move. And then also, they have, like, a dive bomb attack where they can once they lose their limbs, they fly at you and they will explode.
Don't they do the same thing if you shoot their camera out?
I think so, yeah.
It's just bad.
It's just stupid. They have so much bullshit that they can do. It's crazy. Yeah. And they're so annoying. Like, I almost died in the Crovey game that we played because one just, like, kind of flew in front of me in a doorway, and I could not get past it.
On a map with a whole lot of doorways, they fly in front of doorways, which is really bad.
Yeah, another thing that both of us kind of agree on that we don't really like is just the layout of the map doesn't feel very good.
Yeah, I want to take control of this bit.
Yeah, you can have it.
So, just first, I was going to get up and grab my phone, but I can't do that. Every, like, in, like, 20 minutes, can you make sure my phone's not dead?
Yeah, I got you.
Call it 10. Call it 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yours is fine. But, the map layout just kind of doesn't work super well. You know, there's the bit, there's, like, kind of, like, the center of the map, you know, where they have, like, the 3 layers of this shit, where you got the box locations, you've got... And then the bridge connects them up top, and then you go underneath, where there's like 2 shield parts. Then underneath there's a high round spot. And the top area, like, it's all so weirdly built. Because, like, the middle area kind of comes out, and you can kind of meet up in front of it in the power area, right? And then, like, the other bit you have to go in from the side spots. And then the middle... You come up from the bottom. Dude, I fucking lost it. Holy shit. So I'm going to read that whole thing. We're restarting it. I didn't say
My
any
God.
of that shit.
None of it's here.
So
Didn't happen.
The top is a weird way of how it works because it lets you choose side of the map you want to go to, but it doesn't feel super committal. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It doesn't feel super committal to it. It also doesn't, like, the way you connect the areas is via a bridge that costs 500 points to temporarily open, which is just stupid. It's just stupid. Like, I said it to Sky when we were playing it, is that I was like, it's the way that it is there is it's if they chose, they wanted to be different rather than being good. They had a choice between something that is just good and then decided they wanted to be different instead.
Yeah, because, like, in what situation are you going to be up there and either not have 500 points or not be able to get 500 points very quickly? Like, in no situation are you going to, like, have any kind of issue by that or anything. It doesn't provide any unique gameplay. It just, like, causes you to spend an extra 500 points every once in a while for the sake of your convenience.
Yeah, like, it's like a fucking toll, dude.
Yeah,
I can get around it, but it just takes me a little bit longer, and I don't want to do it.
Yeah, you just have to pay a convenience tax for some reason. Like, they could have just made it a power door.
Make it a power door or just a normal door. I think
make it like an expensive door.
The actual reason it's there. I think that it was built to be a camping spot for the right side. You know.
Sure.
Because like that's just and they were like, we want to let you back out of it while. Or like we want to let you back out of it, but then also have it come back. I think that has to have been the idea, but it's a dumb idea, right? And it just the side areas, like the way the map kind of like go, like there's a lot of ramps and there's a lot of fucking like hills and shit, and I think it's all just a little bit dumb because like everything just feels super slanted and uncomfortable. And all of a sudden, is very busy visually. There is so much going on at every single given moment that it's very hard to kind of take it all in. At least I've found. Would you agree with at least the sentiment?
Yeah, it is a pretty busy map.
Yeah.
Like obviously, every map has its busy areas, especially in BO3. They're crammed with a lot of detail in a lot of spots.
Well,
but, I mean, I don't know. I feel like Crovey is different because in stuff like
I think that's not right.
What do you got?
Revelations is very busy visually. However, the differences between Crovey with SOE with Darius the Giant, Darius and Drax, see that's what happened, and Zetsubo is that they have a lot of stuff going, but it's all still.
Oh yeah,
Crovey's not still.
Crovey's got like a lot of moving parts.
Crovey's always moving all the time. And always moving like right in front of you. Like on Origins, a lot of it's moving kind of like there's like a rim of where you are, right? Origins is very much a circular or ovular map.
Yeah.
Right?
Motherfucker just said ovular.
Yeah. Like an oval.
Yeah.
Circular but oval.
Yeah.
That's a word that I've used, I think, on the podcast before.
Can't possibly be true.
Shut the fuck up. But so Origins is very ovular, and then inside of it is still, and outside of it isn't. Outside of it is like, look at the setting of the map, guys. It's World War I, the Great War. Get it? Because the Apothecans, but not you. But we'll never tell, right?
The fuck was that?
Don't even fucking concern yourself. But so, in Crovey, it's not like that, and it's a lot of like you know, kind of hitching around and nothing that looks super good. It's just kind of like a weird plus sign, you know, but with a dot up way over here for some reason, you know?
Yeah.
Just stupid. I hate the fucking.
Yeah, I don't like how the layout works. I don't like the Dragonflight either. Once you've done that like twice, it loses its cool factor, and then it's just annoying.
It just takes a while, and it's just like every single time having to deal with like, whoa. Yeah, man.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah, bro. Like, you know, I don't want to deal with that every single time. Like with the Pegasus, you can go, wow, it's a Pegasus. And then you do it like twice and you're like, it is a Pegasus. This is true.
And you skip the cutscene. Also, the difference with Ancient Evil, another thing that they do better, is in Ancient Evil, once you go there and you get Pack-a-Punch open and whatever, the way back is just a teleporter. You teleport in and out. Whereas in Crovy, like, once you take the dragon 3 times, there is a mask that you can get, or there's like a spot you can go to that teleports you to the Pack-a-Punch, which is, what in the fuck did you do?
I was trying to bend it back down because I lifted it up and it like touched my nose and it felt weird. So I was trying to bend it back down and it just snapped the other way, causing the weirdest fucking bottle opener shit I've ever seen in my life.
Crazy. Yeah, but in Crovy, it's like you have to take the dragon 3 times in the first place to even get this teleport option. I'm sure a lot of people don't even know that it exists. I didn't know that it existed until I saw it in a speed run.
I didn't know it existed until a couple seconds ago.
Yeah, I've told you about it before.
I don't listen, bro. What are you?
Fair enough.
With Crovy? I don't give a fuck.
Hey, fair enough, man.
I don't give a fuck.
I've definitely told you, though, and you're stupid and an idiot.
Nuh-uh. How long was that?
Like 5 seconds.
I thought it was like 2.
What the fuck?
The cat just jumped at the fucking... Is there something outside?
What the fuck are you doing, Jambo?
Jambo.
Squirrel! What is this boy doing?
Might be like a spider or something, in which case I want to concern myself that it is now a spider. So I'm over here now.
It's not a spider. You're
What
fine.
if he was jumping on one that was like that? That was like this big. Rolled. So,
Even when he's fucked, allegedly.
so what was I saying?
I don't know. I was saying that the dragon flight is stupid, and also the way back you take the like sewer pipe. That also takes like a decent amount of time, and you have to do it every fucking time.
Yeah.
It's just annoying and drags the game a little bit.
Yeah, it just really drags and like doesn't let you keep a lot of the energy there. You know, because like a lot of the time, if like keeping the energy of like you kind of recovering and having to move yourself around and keep yourself together while recovering is an important thing that you just don't have in Crovy, because you do that.
I think it would be nice if you had the option, because like if you needed a second to breathe, then you take the pipe, don't skip the cutscene. You get a second to just like chill and let the cutscene play out, and you can kind of like, if you need a second from like killing shit, then there you go. But if you want to keep things flowing, just skip the cutscene if you don't want to sit through that, and then it keeps moving.
Yeah, but it's done in a weird way, and it just is bad. Now, in just for everything to be known, the boss fight's fucking hype. It's just super sick. It is the best boss fight in Zombies.
Probably.
Let's say on the ones that we played.
Yeah, because we haven't done
Man fight. It's better than the Keeper fight. It's better than the Takio fight.
Better than anything in BO3, easily.
Definitely the best in BO3, because it's just a really nice fight. Because you got a little double fight where it's like, you shoot certain spots. There's a bunch of shit going on. You know, the fire's relevant, and then they fucking use the fucking razor guys down, and it's like that's the meatballs from Shadows, and that's what. Whoa. And that's what. I had to burp, and I was really hoping it would come up then, and it didn't.
Jesus Christ.
But. Yeah, no, but the egg is dog ass though.
Yeah, the egg's not great. It has 2 terrible steps.
2 of the worst steps in Zombies. I would argue 2 of the top 3 worst, because the bone step from Rev is terrible. That's probably the worst step in Zombies. It took everybody a fucking week to figure it out.
Yeah, the bone step is not... I almost just said the bwomp step.
The bone saw.
Oh my god.
We'll talk about that in a bit. Right?
Oh yeah, we can talk a little bit of Spider-Man.
Cheeky Spider-Man.
Little Spider-Man.
And then it all works because who's bone saw? A wrestler. And what did I get Sky to watch? A wrestling match.
Yeah, you did.
He did.
Yeah.
And he's like a little. He kind of entertained it a little bit there, right?
Yeah.
Usually
cool.
You're just like.
I still hate it when you talk about wrestling ad nauseum, but whatever.
I just like wrestling, bro, and I talk about things I enjoy. You don't say shit about shit. You just sit there and go, Minecraft, man. If it isn't something that I care about, you can still talk about enjoying it. Be like, bro, this dude in this fucking in Omori, he got the new speedrun record, bro. It was sick.
Nah.
Okay, so I sent this fucking tweet from an account that was called Joe Biden, but like Joe with 2 E's, and the at was super different, and it was like something about like I'm gonna, like, my next step in office is to kill every single Omori fan, and I sent it to the group chat
because I'm an Omori fan.
Oh, it's a wrong pink shirt. He has a pink Omori shirt.
I've got 2 Omori shirts.
I don't even know what the fuck that thing is, but it's something that he really enjoys.
Great game. You should play it.
So I saw that tweet, sent it to the chat to be like, hey, Sky, look at this. I'm in a call with Oliver at the time, and Oliver says the words. I'm not kidding. If he's going to... I think Ali actually watches the pod. I think especially he'll watch this episode because it's a special episode.
Yeah.
And... he's gonna comment and be like, he's lying. That's what's gonna happen. He didn't. I'm not lying. He said, did he actually say that? He said that, and then was like, oh wait, no, never mind. And I was like, because I kind of like back in my head was like, what if he thinks this is real? Because he does that. 'Cause all he's fucking stupid.
Lamau.
It was crazy. It was crazy. I was looking at it the whole time. Stop it.
Just waiting for it.
Stop it.
No, it's staying on. This is going in the podcast.
I will grab it. Think I care, bro? I have grabbed your penis. I have gone snatched to that shit.
Why did you... Don't do that.
I wasn't going to do it again. I was looking mean at Elodie for a second. But the map layout shit...
You know what I just realized is that it's midday, so I don't know if it's going to matter, but we didn't do anything with the lighting. I don't know if it's going to be fucked. Did it look fine when you tested it?
It looked fine enough. I mean, I showed it to you.
Yeah, I didn't pay attention to the lighting, though. I just paid attention to the shot.
What Pam?
Hey, go check your phone. See how much battery it's on.
I thought you were going to... Whatever.
Nah, I remind you. We still good?
Yeah, I can't check it without looking at that. I realized that. Talk.
Okay, Jack is he's gonna do some shit with what's he doing? He's going to get the camera battery right now. Yeah, we can just roll with that. We might be getting a frame switcherino here. Might be getting a little switch up, a little change up. How are we doing? 3 bars?
3 bars, bitch.
Woo! All right, no more phone cast, everybody. Oh, it's going. Oh, baby.
What's up, guys? You know what? Keep talking. Keep talking.
Oh yeah, cause we still got mics on. We can just keep rolling.
Just keep rolling. That's it. Keep talking. That's actually really cool.
Yeah. To the big transition as Jack moves the trash can that we had the phone propped up on out of the way and moves the camera in.
Keep talking, bro.
What do you mean? What else am I
Be
gonna...
entertaining!
I don't know how to do that, Jack. This isn't my strong suit. All I know how to do is talk about Miners Haven being bad. I don't know how to actually like run a good setup. How's the shot looking? Ah! He turned on the light. He turned on the light and it burned my eyes. Give it a flip. Give it a flip. Also make sure it's on. Yeah, it looks good. A good shot, I think. All right, what's up, guys? We're back.
Hold up. Prepare yourselves, motherfuckers.
Woo! Oh, you get to see the clap sync.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
I think that's gonna look cool. That's gonna look or sound cool, hopefully.
I don't know if it will look or sound cool, but it's fun.
If you want to take it off, you can. I'm not worried about it.
Just like not do that.
Yeah.
No, I that makes it easier for me because I don't have to cut up the audio at all. I can just let the video like cut
an
off
hour
and
of
then
solid audio.
You seem like you're prepping to say something.
Because I didn't know if I wanted to push back into finish. I want to finish up the Kroby talk.
What else is there to say?
It's very busy. It has a bad Easter egg, which, oh yeah, the 2 steps. The bomb step is fucking awful.
Fuck the bomb
The
step.
bomb step just sucks. And because of how stupid the like the capsule step is, for like figuring it out, also hate that step.
It's akin to the bone step, where the bone step, now that we know how to do it, is easy. It's whatever. Who cares? But finding it, fucking bullshit stupid.
Yeah.
Same with the like weird valve step.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that?
It also, and then it kind of neuters the PP a little bit to like the enjoyment standard. The Wonder Weapon is kind of bad. Again, I say it's very busy visually. The disconnect between the Pack-a-Punch area and the rest of the map is handled very poorly.
Like, just give us a teleport.
And that's about what I got.
Yeah, so basically all of the criticisms that we had before were basically us just trying to, like, not all of them, but a lot of the stuff were like, oh, the dragons and shit, it's all too much. That's just, to me at least, that feels more like we were trying to, at least for me, I don't know about Jack, maybe he still holds these as
I still hold that a little bit. I hold that less against it, but I hold it a little bit against it.
Yeah, I think for me that was more me just kind of like going with what Jack was saying and trying to like find something that I could cling to instead of having like
Originsing it.
Yeah, basically. Origins is like way better than Crovy.
Way better. Obviously, we can just agree on that. We're just gonna leave it there.
Yeah, I mean,
I love Origins, dude.
I think on a bad day, Crovy is like a C tier for me, where Origins is like. It's a map that can move.
Nothing to do with what you just said.
Oh,
nothing to do with what you just said.
Okay. Yeah, I think that Crovy is like I think normally I just leave it in B tier. If you hit me on like the exact right day, I could see myself being like, yeah, this is a fun map, A tier.
Oh,
I could see it.
Not.
I could see that for myself. I don't know if I ever would, but I could see that. However, Origins is just a consistent like chilling in A tier.
Yeah, Crovy's like a solid, just like it remains like a C plus B minus. It can fall.
What?
Hear that noise? Is it high pitched?
Yeah, it's just the washer.
All right, cool. But there is it is like a C plus. It can bump to a B minus and it can fall to a C, and that's as far as it can go. You know?
Sure, yeah. Personally, not quite with that, but
that's how I feel about it.
Yeah.
I really hate how busy it is visually, because it's busy and also is just kind of like brown and red.
It's just like war.
What is it good for?
I do think Crovy does a good job of like giving kind of the sectors of the map like visual distinction. Like in some spot, like the power area definitely feels distinct from like the kind of outdoors, just like general war torn areas. There's like the infirmary has kind of a different feel to like the other side.
I think I disagree with you. I just think I disagree.
I think it does better than something like Zetsubo for me, because Zetsubo, it's like everywhere in Zetsubo, it's just kind of like green. Yeah, it's green or green lab.
It's just different shades of green.
Whereas Crovy, it's like the sections are a little bit more distinct than that. So it's you can.
You are right.
It's not amazing at that, obviously, but like
I'm gonna get
there is some like distinction in the areas, which I appreciate that.
Yeah, it's definitely better than Zet. That's a large flaw of Zet that I'm willing to admit.
Yeah, even something like, I think, maybe to a lesser extent, something like Shadows, but all of the city areas feel like, I guess never mind, actually, I thought about that for more than 2 seconds.
What?
Saying that Shadows, because like all of the like outdoors like city sections of Shadows feel like just the same.
Yeah, definitely.
But then all of the like interiors and stuff are super distinct from each other, I think.
I don't say they're all the same. Okay, so you know how there's
they're not all the same, but they're like.
So you know how in Shadows they've got like this. So you got the 3 different areas, and then you've got kind of like it goes in like a Wi-Fi bar, right? Where you've got like the super center area, and then you have like a round of spots all around where it's like it takes 2 doors in every area to open it up.
Yeah.
And like that's kind of individualized. The the first like center layer is I think, not or like the first center layer and then the first bar are distinct the same area, but then the back areas for all of them all feel different.
Sure, yeah.
Because the canals are more of just like a walking space.
Yeah, you're
know?
right, actually, yeah.
Like it's it's clearly like a people would just kind of walk around here and see what's going on.
Yeah.
And then in the boxing side or the waterfront, it's very much like you go here to do a thing.
Yeah, you go to box and it's like docks.
You go to box, you go to dock.
Go to box or docks.
Box or doxers.
That's bars.
Peyton.
That's bars.
And
What'd
then
you say?
Peyton.
Ah.
And then you've got the God, what's the top? The light. It's called something light.
Footlight District.
The Footlight District is like the Richies live. Richies go here.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So that's, to me, it's all very distinct like that.
Sure, yeah, you're right. You're right, I'm with you.
I think color-wise, it's not very distinct.
Yeah, color-wise, it feels it's kind of like the opposite of Crovey, actually. Where Crovey, it's like everywhere kind of has like the same vibe of like it's all just like war-torn, fucked up city, but everything has kind of like a distinctive color palette. Every area has like the infirmary. The infirmary in my head is just locked in as like the green section of Crovey.
Yeah, that's definitely really green.
Like I think about it and I think about that, and like the city hall area is kind of different. It's like a kind of brighter section. The underground area is like especially dark and like damp, and it has kind of its own like vibe and colors to it. But Crovey does a good job of that, but everything feels the same in that. Like whereas Shadows, it's like it's color wise.
It's like Shadows is like first level, it all feels the same. Second level, it all feels different. While Crovey is like first level, it all feels different. Second level, it all feels the same.
Sure.
Or like levels of like digging to think about it.
Yeah, because like just looking at it, Shadows, you look at it and you go, this is all the same color.
Yeah.
It's all like very samey. Which is why my initial thing was like bringing up Shadows and saying that it didn't have that much variety.
Yeah, but...
And then also, even the reason why I like hesitated on Shadows at all was because I also like thought about the underground area, which is very distinct.
Oh yeah,
with like the Pack-a-Punch area and stuff.
Beep 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 beep.
Shut the fuck up, washing machine.
I thought you were just gonna say woman. Door, but yeah, the bottom area is just all super good. Oh, I love Shadows so much. Jesus Christ.
It's a good map. The Shadows episode coming soon.
Coming soon. We keep pushing it off, which I think is good. I'd like to keep pushing things off for as long as possible.
As long as we got something in the backlog for content, this podcast can keep going.
We can keep going. If we get to a point where we're like, I don't know what we do next week, then it's not great.
We got problems.
We got problems.
We've got so much stuff that we can do right now.
Yeah, we're not over, but we've got problems. You know?
Yeah.
We got problems when we're like on multiple straight episodes going, I don't know what the fuck we're doing anymore. You know?
Yeah.
A couple episodes in a row of that is bad.
I'm sure we'll figure something out, though, once we get to that point.
We'll be fine.
I'm sure also, because we're going to be having like new zombies content probably and like new news coming out and stuff.
Yeah, but like the thing is that we're kind of just pushing to get to like the next zombies experience.
Yeah. I mean, hell, worst case scenario, we just like become a white boy cast for a bit while we wait for like actual new zombies content to start dropping.
Mm-hmm.
And then once we start getting zombie stuff, we're vibing again because we can just start rolling and it's great.
Yeah.
So I think for me that concludes our Crovey talk.
That concludes Crovey talk, which is about all the serious things that I had to talk about.
Yeah, that was
serious.
That was more than I thought we would get through with Crovey.
As did I.
I didn't expect to get that much mileage out of it.
Yeah. Now I'm going to give you a couple options right now, Sky. Would you like to shift to your questions, or do you want to talk like I've got shit I can talk about?
I think we wait on the questions. I want to save them for a bit.
Whew, interesting. I'm excited for them.
Yeah. Most of them aren't anything special. One of the like probably the best actual like question that I have is one that I've already told you.
Damn.
So
no, again, I think you're wrong. I trust you. know that.
I mean,
buddy.
I'm not saying they're gonna be like bad questions, but it's just kind of like they're just kind of most of them are just kind of like general like quick little things that you can answer.
My arm feels weird now. Like I did this, and now like this bit of my arm feels weird.
Allegedly.
Fuck, dude. What if this does go wrong? Like, and I just get arrested? Like, it's over.
Well, before you added the arrested part, I was gonna say that we just upload like the first hour of the podcast. But if you get arrested, then
So it was a fly. It was a fly.
Oh,
I didn't
yeah.
start myself for no reason.
If you get arrested, then fuck,
Bug, bro.
you're not gonna get arrested though.
Yeah.
How many motherfuckers on YouTube have gone, oh, we're allegedly high, and then nothing happens?
I was like, what? Nothing.
Nobody cares.
Let's see. What do I have to talk about this week? I had a really interesting day that I'm gonna see if I can wait on. What did we do? Did we do anything interesting this week, Sky?
Did we?
So I went to work on Monday, and then
Yep.
I went to work on Tuesday,
Yep. And then we would have recorded the podcast on Tuesday.
and then we did that, and then I went to work on Wednesday, and then I went to work on Friday,
Nope, Thursday.
Thursday, and then I didn't do anything for 3 days, and then I thought, what if I did a gummy and then did a podcast, and now we're
I had the microphone next to the phone for that one, bro. Fuck. I'm gonna have to look for like a spike in the audio like 45 minutes in.
leave it.
Unaltered.
Fuck it, we ball.
Fuck it. You guys get to deal with this shit. Hang on.
Do you know something?
No.
I was like, what?
Fucking imagine though. Would have been hype.
Would have been hype. Well, I had an interesting day. Right.
What happened? What day? Oh yeah.
So this is like the what is it? What is it? The prologue. This is the prologue of this story. I think it's Tuesday, right? Yeah, it's Tuesday.
Yep.
And I'm talking, and I see my friend Logan, who is like has been getting in trouble with management for a bit, and is kind of on thin ice. I look over and see him talking to my other friend, and they're talking for like 15, 20 minutes, and then I go, I'm bored, bro. The team lead's gone. I'm gonna go talk to them for a bit. I talk to them for like 10 minutes, and then I leave, and then the guy stays for 10 minutes, and then he leaves. So, and we have like teams in our area, and he's not part of my team, so he was just away from his team for 40 minutes at the end of the day.
Yeah, so when you're there, you're in a team and you have like most people just have like their machine in their team that they kind of work on. So if you're not there, if you're in another team, like you're just not doing anything.
Yeah, he was just standing there.
Unless you're specifically called over or whatever. But he was just like over there talking.
He was just
like
talking for
helping
40 minutes.
anything. Or,
Right?
Yeah.
So my dad is like second in command over here at this place, right? I got hired because of him, and then he got hired because of me because of him, right? So my dad, like an hour into Wednesday, so this is now the story, he calls me in and goes, hey, he calls me into like this IT room where we have the security camera, and he called me in there, got it, and I saw the security cams and went, fuck. And he was like, so I heard that there was a party over in Team F yesterday. And I was like, yeah. And he was like, yeah, so Logan was there talking for 40 minutes and you were there for 10 minutes. So he's on thin ice. He's like, after this is like about gone. And I want to make sure you don't get in trouble for that. Right? I forgot a part of the story already. Damn it. Before this happens, I'm interacting with Big T. Y'all know Big T. And he's trying to work this machine. The machine's fucking up a little bit, but he fixes it. And he was like, this is what you gotta do. And I was like, I don't know if it works like that. I don't think that's how that works. Right? And I was wrong, right? Which is important, unfortunately. And then, so I talk to my dad. I come back and I'm like, hey, Mike, we're not we need to, for his sake, not do that. Because we'll get in trouble, and he'll get in trouble, and us getting in trouble is like we get our bonus taken away. If he gets in trouble, he's fired, right? And so then Tyson comes over to me and is then like, hey, let me talk to you about this fucking thing. And he's like, this is, well, when I'm trying to tell you what a machine does. And I was like, Tyson, I don't care. Like, you know, a lot of the times people will say that, and then they're kind of paraphrased and make themselves sound cooler. I told him I didn't care. And then he was like, well, I'm trying to tell you the thing about machine. I'm like, listen, bro, the concern here and like why I was frustrated and felt annoyed was because you were mad because I didn't just listen to you off of the fact that you've been here longer than me. That was a little bit longer than what I said, but I was like, you were clearly frustrated and mad because I wasn't listening. And then he was like, well, no, I then was like being a dick. And then I was like, bro, you're clearly frustrated now. It isn't very important to me. And he was like, well, I'm trying to apologize over here. And I was like, no, you're not. You never apologize for anything. That I didn't say. I was like, you're just not here to apologize. You weren't going to do that. And then he was like, I would, but you keep interrupting me. And I was like, but I'm the one interrupting because Tyson interrupts fucking constantly with nothing to say. And so then he was like, bro, I'm done. And I was like, that's fucking hilarious. So I started like laughing, walking away, and then I grabbed these like 7 cut off parts, right? This is like direct, like I turn around and do this. I grab these 7 like cut off parts, right? And like the way that the saw comes down on them is that like at the end of it, if it's a bigger part, like at the very, very end, it's going to, rather than it cutting because the saw came through and sawed it, what's going to happen is that it's going to snap off because the bit that's getting cut off is heavier than what like the rest of it that hasn't been cut off yet can take. So there'd be like a little kind of like a tag on the end of it. It's kind of what I think of it as. And I was holding it, and then it fell, and I believe the tag hit my finger, right? And I was like, ooh, fuck. I move on. I throw them away. I grab the next one. I throw them away. I look at my hand, and I see blood coming through my glove. And I was like, oh, fuck. That's kind of funny. Fuck, bro. And I go over to my friend Nate. I thought you farted, bro. I was like, what the fuck? So I go over to my friend Nate, who's training a new girl right now. And so I come over and go, bro, look at this shit. The blood coming through my glove. That's crazy, right? Yeah, I'm going to need to put some shit on that. I take my glove off, and my entire middle finger is caked in blood. And I was like, holy shit.
Nightmare.
Oh. And then he was like, oh, fuck. Oh, shit. And I was like, wow. Oh, fuck. This doesn't happen a lot. This is kind of just me. And like to this new girl who's like, oh, my God. Which, like, I've learned it kind of is just me because I have, like, been in the saw area for, like, 10, 15, 20 total days full time, and I have severely cut myself twice.
Jesus Christ.
Well, one of them wasn't a cut. It was kind of just like a gash, you know? Yeah. Like, rather than it, like, going, I don't know. But, so we fucking fixed that shit, and then my dad, what I've learned was horribly unsanitary, is so we're like the area with like the sinks are like right next to the industrial services area where they like make shit over there, like make like tools and such. And he just goes, hey, you guys got glue over there? He was like, yeah, I got some. And he was like, yeah, let me get it. So Jackson, you wash your hand? I was like, yeah, sure. I wash it. He puts the glue down on my hand, which I was like, yeah, this is fine. Right? Me and my dad both didn't think about anything. We're like, yeah, this is cool. It's glue. And then my dad puts gauze around my finger and then some tape, right? So I was like, cool, whatever. And later, I'm like, well, actually, I wanted to take it off and kind of replace it, right? So then I'll move on. I take it off, and I realize that he put the gauze on not 5 to 10 seconds after he put the glue on, therefore gluing the gauze to my skin. And I was like, oh, fuck, that's not good. Let me just peel this off then. And then I lift it up, and like you have like a shit ton of layers of skin, they all came up, and I like saw my own flesh and was like, oh shit, oh fuck, and then went around and asked like 8 people if they wanted to see. Like,
hey yo, you want to see my fucking finger bone?
Right, well, you can see my bone.
You want to see the bone? You want to see my boner?
Bone saw.
I would have had some reverberation. God damn.
Hey, we watched Spider-Man. We did that.
Yeah.
Okay. But so then that was just my fucking day. I came home and Mac was like, Jesus Christ, Jack, you fucking idiot. And I was like, bars, though. And so now I just have a large gash in my finger that is going to be here for a while. And at one point in the past, like, 20 minutes, my brain was like, pick it, pick the scab right now. And I was like, oh, God.
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't
do that.
I'm going to try really hard.
That is like a fucking
no. That's a real bad.
That's a hard no.
Hard no on that.
You just fucking like start peeling.
I love drugs so much, dude.
That is not what I thought you were gonna say.
I know, but I was just like, because then I'm gonna get food. maybe on the podcast, maybe not. Pogger, what? And then
Pogger.
But yeah, so that was my goddamn day, and it was really funny. Oh yeah, and then I didn't have my wallet. And I texted Mac, and unfortunately, Mac has walked in the room at the exact same time that I'm saying this. I texted Mac in the morning, was like, hey, I fucking cut myself, or I hurt myself. And then I was like, hey, I don't have my wallet. Is there any way that, because you're not doing shit, that you could pick me up lunch? And I was like, and I texted her this at like 9 or 10 o'clock. I was like, I don't need an answer right now. I need it before like 1. So at 2:45, I'm like, I cannot fucking believe she has not woken up yet. And I say that. And then an hour later, I'm like, there's no fucking shot that I'm like, I'm less than 3 hours from leaving and she's not awake.
Less than 3 hours from a 10-hour workday.
10 and a half hour at that point.
10 and a half, yeah.
Yeah, because it was 3:40. And then 30 minutes later, she goes, oh my God, I can't believe that. Wow. And I was like, there's just no fucking shot, bro.
Wow.
Like, of all days that I was asking for her attention whilst at work, I do it more often now than I used to. But this is today that you were asleep until 4 o'clock.
I sleep till 4 o'clock on a regular basis. I stay up all night.
Up all night to get some. Up all night to have fun. Up all night to have fun. Up all night to get lucky.
Look at my guy jamming out. Look at this guy. Look at this. Look at this dude.
Why looking at me?
Cause you're vibing. Look at you go. You got like you're bopping, but you're like quietly. You're like it's a calm bop. You're gonna put me to sleep.
Alright, man. So yeah, that was a fucking day. This guy
Certainly
worked.
was. Yeah, I was there.
And he kept
Jack told me about it, and I was like, "Fuck, man."
Yeah. Oh yeah, and also Logan's gonna try to get himself fired now,
which is just fucking stupid.
Yeah, he got, because he was there for 40 minutes, he just got banned from being in our team. So yeah, we know. It's gone for a bit. Yeah. He just got banned for going into our team, and our team has like the gears for machines, the like the chasers, which are the things that cut the threads and the bolts. Those are all in our team. And then so he's like, yeah, I'm just gonna ask my lead to go get them for me, because I can't go there anymore. And I was like, Jesus Christ, womp.
Womp.
And so that's gonna happen. And then I told Sky, and he was like, he came to me like in the middle of the day and was like, man, I'm not feeling great. I'm gonna go home early. And then I tell him that, and he just starts losing it, which is really funny.
Yeah, I just started laughing in front of Jack and like one of Nate. Yeah.
No, it was really funny though.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah. Also, like 2 weeks ago, he got suspended and was like, "This is really bad. If I lose my job, I'm homeless." And it's now like, I'm going to get myself fired.
Which is crazy. The only way that he can justify doing that is like if he has another job like lined up, which he might. Logan doesn't seem like that. This seems like him just being pissed.
He doesn't have another job.
Yeah, no, that's what he seems like the type who maybe could, but in this situation, he's just pissed off.
Yeah.
And being stupid.
And he's also pissed off because they're mad at him that he's not doing his job. Like, I said it to Sky, and I think I said it to Nate too, is that I was like, listen, man, like Nate has also been having some problems recently because he trains fucking everybody who comes through, and he's been compensated in no way for it. So he's a little bit pissed about it. And I'm like fully on his side because for the past 3 months, he's been training like somebody at all times. Like, there's just another person coming into his area every day. Sometimes it's 2, sometimes even 3 new people are there, all who don't know how to work on machines. And then Nate trains them and also keeps up the numbers for the area. And he's been compensated in no way for that. So
Yeah.
he completely deserves to be to be pissed. Logan left his team for nearly a fucking hour, and then has been talking all day, but not even just talking, but leaving his team entirely to talk, which is just wrong.
Yeah,
Bad.
when you're like at a workplace where the whole thing is like you're just supposed to be like grinding through parts, getting like big orders done. Like, nobody cares if you go and talk for like 5-10 minutes, whatever. If you're like having a conversation with someone, or like you're still working and then you're also talking to someone as you're going, nobody's gonna like get on you for that, especially if you're like getting the amount of parts done that you're supposed to be, if you're like meeting your goal for the week.
Yeah.
Nobody gives a shit if you talk. Logan is not doing that.
Not doing that.
He's not meeting his goal. I'd have to assume, at least.
He's not.
Logan never sees this.
Oh, I don't give a fuck. Logan's being stupid.
He's being stupid, and he's also like a bit of a dick. But so
Yeah, I'm not gonna say that, but he's being stupid here, and I will just say that outright.
yeah.
Would never talk about this podcast in front of him ever again.
Well, he knows it exists.
Yeah.
But
Logan, if you're here, fuck you.
no. But just you're wrong in being a dick about it. But like I was getting yelled at a lot for talking a whole bunch, and I was like, yeah, no, I completely understand. Like I'm not here to argue with you even a little bit. I know I shouldn't be talking that much. I am paid a solid amount of money for a person my age to do a job, and I should do that job.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And he's just not. And so, yeah. We watched Spider-Man.
Yeah, we watched Spider-Man 1 and 2, the Raimi films.
He has never seen Spider-Man 1 and 2. And I really wanted to watch him. He'd wanted to watch him after seeing No Way Home.
And then we didn't watch him for 7 months.
Yeah. But we made it now.
We're here. We finally did it.
When we watched him. So, yeah. They're really good. Like,
Yeah, there's Spider-Man 1 I thought was a solid film. It was fun. It in my opinion, I might have had more fun watching Spider-Man 1 than Spider-Man 2.
really?
I might have, just because like Spider-Man
It's
1
definitely more goofy.
it's way more goofy. Like
Way
some of
more
those
goofy.
shots are so fun. Like just the shot of the Goblin blowing up the board of scientists and they just turn into skeletons.
And they like Thanos Snap lose their like skin and flesh, and then Thanos Snap lose their bones.
Yeah, it's so funny.
It's so funny.
so good. And then Willem Dafoe is great as the Goblin.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just the dynamic that he has with like everyone else who's on screen.
Oh, it's so good. Willem Dafoe is great.
He's great, and just like, oh my god, the Spider-Man swinging scenes and stuff, and like
Yeah.
watching Peter Parker transform into Spider-Man is really
Yeah.
fun.
I think so. Mac has contested this because apparently Tobey Maguire seems rapey.
Oh
And
man,
so Mac says Tobey Maguire seems fairly rapey, which I don't get, but I'm gonna believe her because she's the woman. But he's like the most. That's a guy who's a fucking nerd, you know.
yeah, he looks just like, he's just a fucking nerd. He looks like me.
He looks believably bullied,
Yeah,
which is like I can see him and fully believe that he is getting bullied constantly, and that like he's a bitch. Unlike the other two Spider-Men who are both cool, hot guys who are super strong, all the time.
Yeah, fucking Andrew Garfield is like a loner skater kid.
Like, bro, he's sick.
Yeah.
Peter Parker is just really fucking cool.
Like, the only thing that they do in The Amazing Spider-Man to make him seem like a nerd is they give him, like, an awkward, like, stutter. But when it's Andrew Garfield with that stutter...
Also, is
at least in The Amazing Spider-Man, it doesn't feel... In No Way Home, I think they played him as, like, the kind of in-between Spider-Man where he's, like... He played it a little better.
Which is fine.
He played it a little better in No Way Home.
Like
they gave him better stuff to work with.
If you're like a 40-year-old Peter Parker, whatever, I don't give a shit. We can just seem like a cool guy.
Yeah.
I'm just looking for chill vibes, you know.
Yeah, which in No Way Home, Toby does.
Yeah.
Toby's like the Spider-Man who kind of has it figured out.
He's got it. He's a fully confident adult man. But dude, like, he's just cool. Doesn't he? Is that the movie where he just fucking dunks on the guy?
It's Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man.
From like
yes.
half court. Is that Amazing Spider-Man 1?
Yes.
That's so terrible. Terrible.
Yeah. Terrible for a Spider-Man film because it's fucking sick.
Because it's sick as shit.
When you take it out of the context of it being like a setup for a Spider-Man film, just watching that scene, Flash Thompson just gets fucked on, and it's really cool.
Yeah, like it's just.
It's
just the opposite of the meme where it's like get dunked like and it's just fucking Venom dunking on Spider-Man, but like all super stylized, and it's just fucking sick. Like it's and he shouldn't do that. Spider-Man, he can do cool as fuck shit. He can be just the goddamn man, and he's supposed to be because he's Spider-Man.
Yeah, and Andrew Garfield plays that well.
Yeah, Andrew Garfield, I think, if we're looking at them in the Spider-Man costume and, like, that being what they're doing, like, goddamn, he's cool.
Yeah, he does it well.
He's great at quipping. His quips are fucking awesome.
Yeah, he's really good. Andrew Garfield has the most acting chops of anyone to take up the Spider-Man suit.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you, bro. Fuck it. Have you seen Tobey Maguire act and other things?
I haven't, but...
It's really awkward. Right?
That makes sense.
Mac is shaking her head.
He just seems like an awkward fellow.
Yeah,
I've seen him in interviews, and he's not too much different from Peter Parker.
He's in Gatsby and is just super weird in it. Just really, really awkward. It's not like uncomfortable, but it's awkward.
Yeah. And you know what? It's fucking perfect for Spider-Man.
But he's a fantastic Peter Parker, dude.
It's fucking
because
perfect.
He's always uncomfortable. It's great. Oh,
you do. When you're watching him, unless he's in the Spider-Man suit, you get the vibe that he's not really comfortable in his own skin, which is perfect.
That's what he should be.
The only time in Spider-Man 1 and 2 is when he stops being Spider-Man, he kind of like comes into his own a little bit and gets some confidence.
Yeah.
And he actually seems like a person then.
Right, but before he's just like, it's just like, oh man.
Yeah, you look at him, you're like, fuck.
It's like season 1 Rick and Morty, like season 1 Morty, who just like doesn't, who's just like,
oh geez, Rick.
Yeah, he's like the aw geez Rick. Aw geez Rick, like I've watched it like kind of recently, and in the season 2, 3, and I think probably 4, he doesn't like aw geez Rick very much, but in season 1 he aw geez Ricks multiple times an episode.
Yeah.
Let's get the aw geez Rick scale. But no, he just has it all the time, and Tobey Maguire feels so aw geez Rick. Then.
Yeah. What's up, Jambo?
What's up, Jims?
What are you doing up here?
But no, so it was really good. They're really good. And then Doc Ock, dude. Ooh.
Yeah, Doc Ock's really good. The Otto Octavius as a character, like that scene just. For whatever reason, this scene stood out to me. Just the scene of him talking to Peter and his wife at like the dinner table. That was just like, it just felt like such a natural and real conversation to me. It like stood out to me.
And it's also like super important because it's like that's what Peter wants to be.
Yeah.
Like, cause even though he's Spider-Man, like he doesn't really want to be Spider-Man, but he has to be Spider-Man. And that's what season 2 is about. Spider-Man 2 is no, and that's what Spider-Man 2 is about. Me and Matt had like a nearly hour-long argument last night.
I will be showing the video to my therapist.
Oh, She said you're
I'm
so-
sorry for that, by the way. I apologize for
But
being
we
a part
got
of
like
that.
an hour-long argument about whether or not like Loki was a TV show or a movie. It's just a TV show.
It depends on how you define TV show. And
I don't
movie
care.
is what I
Yeah, we're not doing this right now.
But
I will not let either of you do this right now.
yeah, so we did that, and so I said it was season 2, which was bad. But just like in Spider-Man 2, he has to be Spider-Man, but he really doesn't want to be Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Oh, which is great. Just a great story.
it's really good. And
Which
then
which I think luckily they haven't revisited that in like any other superhero medium since, because they did. I think it's they did it so perfectly there. where
yeah,
like,
that's just like the Spider-Man thing.
yeah, because that's it's fucking great.
Yeah, no other superhero is like gonna take up the mantle of being the kid who like has a terrible life and just like has to be the hero.
Yeah,
That's kind of Spider-Man. I'm sure other stories have been told that are like that.
And it's not necessarily Spider-Man because like it isn't Miles Morales. Miles Morales isn't that guy.
I guess so.
He just like what?
It's me. I'm Spider-Man. I have had a terrible life, and I just have to be the good guy.
Shut up. But so dude, Miles, Spider-Man in the Spider-Verse is the best Spider-Man movie.
Spider-Verse was real. I want to watch Spider-Verse again after having seen like
With the
So,
context
like-
of the other Spider-Man.
yeah, I've seen like most of the other Spider-Man films now.
Dude, because like if she gets a movie, I want what I want like a whoever the Doc Ock is in Spider-Verse. I want a movie for her
Yeah, she's a cool character.
because dude, I love the way she does shit.
Yeah, she's a cool character.
The female Doc Ock in Into the Spider-Verse. She's fucking great.
Gwen is also sick.
Gwen's also sick, but like her tentacle shits are so great. Like they work so well for like the style.
Yeah.
It's fucking great, dude. I love it.
Yeah, the train scene is like goated.
Yeah.
What? What are
I'm
you
just
laughing?
laughing because I'm talking about Into the Spider-Verse and you're just like train scene.
Yeah, because Spider-Man 2 is like the thing we were talking
Yeah,
about.
I know. I just think it's funny. But
Yeah, train scene was goated.
train scene's it's so good all around. The fight scene's great. It's so good. It's
Yeah.
so good.
The first 2 acts of Spider-Man 2 I thought were good, but not great in my opinion.
I think they're pretty good. I'm in like a pretty good.
Yeah,
You know?
I think that scene, the one scene stands out to me, the like Doc Ock sitting with his wife and Peter Parker. That scene stands out to me as just like a really well written like scene of dialogue. And then other than that, nothing really stands out as like great to me in that opening. There's good stuff there, obviously. There's some bits that are really good.
Yeah.
But then that third act is really nice.
Mm-hmm.
And that having Peter Parker like repeat the thing that Aunt May told him to Doc Ock, and that being the
Yeah.
thing that like convinces him.
It's
Super
just-
good.
It's super good. Oh, because that Aunt May scene is also fucking.
The fireworks are starting.
There was a big boom, and then a car started beeping. But
that might have picked up a little bit in the background. I don't know. That could have.
But yeah, no, it's just all super good. Because again, the Aunt May scene's great. It's just all great.
And then at the end, MJ has fucking, you can see her titties again in the ending. That's the thing in both Spider-Man films. At some point in the movie, MJ is just like wet from something. Like there, like in the first
From
one,
Spider-Man.
it's like there's just rain in the first one. In the second one, they're fighting over a river, and MJ is just fucking wet, and her shirt's like stuck to her body, and you can just see her titties and her nipples are like poking through.
Yeah.
It's weird.
I'm great in Spider-Man 2 when he like he has the scenes where he doesn't have his mask on, where he takes it off and he's like, Otto, and he's like, Peter.
Yep.
And then he flies over to catch the fucking wall from taking out MJ.
Yep.
And then he's like, hey. It's like, she's like MJ, move, bro. Get up, please. This man is dying.
Yeah, MJ's not great in the movies.
She's not great.
Especially-
Kirsten Dunst.
You're not a part of the podcast.
I
You're not a part of the podcast.
don't hate her, but I mean, I haven't seen
she's-
Spider-Man 3.
She
A lot
is
of
so bad in Spider-Man 3 because
yeah, they like completely kill her character in that,
because
right?
she gets like in Spider-Man 2 I think that she's like actually really good because she like gets because she's like really trying to hit on Peter but also while she's in a relationship and is engaged, so a little weird, but she's really trying to hit on Peter and then Peter's like, nah bro, got a Spidey, you know? And then it's like, we should date. And then she's like, got you, bro. And then she leaves her husband. Or then she really thinks about leaving her fiance. And then he's like, oh, I'm Spider-Man again, though. Like, fuck, I couldn't have thought about that. And then she's like, what the fuck? And then he's like, okay, but this is why that should happen. And she was like, that checks out, and I still want to do this.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's fine.
And I'm like, cool. We're good. And then in Spider-Man 3, which you haven't seen, she's just like, why you gotta be Spider-Man all the time? And it's like, so what was the whole thing is gone. It's
Yeah.
all gone.
Yeah, like I can understand being frustrated about that or whatever, but like you signed up for that, and then if it's not something you can live with, just be like, listen, I'm sorry, Peter. I thought I could handle it. I can't. I gotta bounce.
But yeah, and then she's like, Peter, you need to make more time for me. I need to be more important. Bro, he's fucking Spider-Man.
You knew what you were signing up
He's
for.
goddamn, like, let him do his shit. Other people are more important than giving you another hour a day. Like, I'm sorry. People are dying. We live in New York.
Spider-Man's gotta fucking save kids from getting hit by a car when they go to get their ball.
Yeah, it's bad, dude.
Yeah.
But no,
Spider-Man 3 also has fucking Sandman and Hobgoblin and fucking Venom in it. Why?
And then Sandman and Hobgoblin are both really good. The amnesia scene is weird. The bit is weird, but they're both really good. But then because Venom is there, he has to get screen time because also he's fucking Venom.
Yeah.
You know, he is the Spider-Man villain. No, second Goblin's the main Spider-Man villain.
Yeah.
And then it's Venom.
Yeah, it's Venom though. I do like from what I've seen, I enjoy the symbiote Peter scenes. Those are fun.
Yeah, and he's walking around.
He's like the bam.
Look at this.
That's fun. I enjoy that because it's also it's clear he like gains that confidence, but it's also still just Peter, and he's not cool.
Yeah.
Or like he's just same old loser Peter.
Yeah. But also these bitches is falling in love with him. He makes out with that girl that gives him the advance on his checks.
He does?
Yeah, they fuck.
Sick.
I don't know they fuck. Yeah.
I want to watch 3 now at some point.
I'll watch 3.
We'll watch 3 together.
I don't have a lot of interest, but if you want to watch it, I'll watch it.
We watch 3 together and then we rewatch Spider-Verse.
It's the best one. It's the best one.
Yeah, having the like Spider-Man knowledge I think helps a little bit with that. Just like having seen the movies gives me a slightly different perspective.
Yeah. Now I wanted to talk a little bit more about Bonesaw and what he does for a living.
Yeah.
He wrestles.
Uh-huh.
How'd you enjoy your wrestling match?
I thought it was
You watched it.
That was kind of fun. It's not something I'm ever going to go out of my way to watch,
Yeah.
but if you're like, here's a match where they do like crazy flips and shit, I'll be like, sure, I'll watch that.
This is a match I think you will enjoy. You know.
Yeah. I by no means am I a wrestling fan cuz like it's just not my thing.
Because you're stupid.
It's just not my thing.
Stupid.
However, they got a lot of fun ideas and stuff, and some of the matches are kind of fun. Just watching people like fucking flip around and be crazy.
Yeah, nah, dude. The dude does like a second rope moonsault, but like a moonsault is when you, like, you're standing and you like flip backwards, right? So like you're standing vertical like this, facing forward, and you go, wham, or no. A lot of wham. You just slip all the way around, right? And he did a second rope one, but the guy rolled out of the way, so he landed on his feet. Did a second one where the guy rolled out of the way again, and then did a shooting star press where you like you move your momentum forward, like you're moving forward, but you do a backflip, right? And then he hits him with that. and then looks up at the crowd and goes really quickly, and then runs up, then does like a fucking damn near a phoenix splash, which is where you do where you go up and you jump, like you do the backflip from before, but you're also like spinning your body around in like a twister, right? You know, and then does that, and then the guy gets his knees up to counter it, and it's just nuts, and this happens all within like 2 seconds.
I feel like I lost the plot.
If you saw the match, you know, you're like, what the fuck is happening? And then if you saw the match, you're like, he knows it.
Yeah.
And then, it's just so fun, dude. Flippy wrestling is really fun. And then like the tiny idiot dude kicks out of the killer finishing move, and the crowd's like, holy shit! And then he picks up and just fucking kills him dead on the floor, and that's the match. Like, also while making fun of him, because like he picks him up and then it's like, and then fucking does his spinning shit, which is nuts. Oh, it's great. Oh, I love wrestling.
Wrestling go kind of wacky.
Yeah.
Fuck wrestling.
Yeah. I've shown you the Fiend shit before, right?
The what?
The Fiend.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, because you listen to music. Did I show you the bit where he came down to the ring with his own face stretched across a lantern?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I watched that shit live the first time it came out, and the crowd was just like, oh, shit. As like he's got this fucking like really heavy shit playing in the background where there's like screaming hurt heel because he has it on his fucking gloves while
Sick.
he wears like a skin mask on his face, and it's like, holy shit. Oh my God. And then he squashed the guy, which is a term for he just fucking killed him really quickly, but like a super established star.
Sick.
Oh, it was hype.
All right, Jack.
I think there's liquid in that.
I hope not.
Is there liquid in
Is
that?
there? Is it spilling?
Okay.
Okay, Jack. I think we should go to the questions.
Q time?
It's question time.
Q.
We're going to start with some questions from our most loyal viewer, Oliver J.
Ollie Jones.
Ollie
You
J.
bloody stupid idiot.
Yep, we got a couple questions from him. It's like a viewer call-in thing, except he can't call in.
Yeah, he was supposed to do it. Actually, hold on. Give me a sec. Let me DM him and ask him if he's like awake.
He is offline right now, so I'm going to have to guess probably not.
Hold on, I'm just gonna DM him anyways.
Might as well see.
So you
Got to ping the group chat.
No, I'm just gonna DM him.
Well, you were typing in the group chat.
I had like shit typed out and I was taking it out.
Lamau.
Yeah, half the time Oliver will do something and be like, I'm gonna go to bed, and then he'll be like, bro, I don't know why I'm awake. You know? I'm gonna give him a minute and a half, so I'm just gonna kind of bullshit for a second.
Okay.
Yeah, we wanted to have him on, but Sky took too fucking long on his goddamn MH podcast piece of shit. And then I didn't charge the camera battery, which also made it take like 20 minutes longer.
Yeah, go watch the MH podcast. It's cool.
Sure, and link it.
Nah, fuck them.
But so, like he's British, and it's currently midnight for him, so he went to sleep. And yeah, so now he's going to sleep. He hasn't got online yet, so I'm just gonna let you kind of.
Yeah, he sent in 3 questions for Jackson
because we thought it'd be funny for me to answer questions whilst allegedly intoxicated.
Yeah,
Which
so
I
we're gonna
definitely am allegedly.
Yeah. All right, let's see. What do we got? The first question that Ollie sent in.
How many we got? 3?
3 from Ollie. Yeah.
Right.
In paleontologist terms, I'm the sober one. Name 3 Neolithic exotic birds from Colombia. He's thinking.
What's that one from that movie? Is he a dodo?
I don't know. It's only
That's
dodo.
that's like the extinct one, right? I don't think that counts.
Yes.
Is it
The
like
dodo is extinct, yes.
Is it like a? I'm gonna say Del Rio. Is that what it is?
I don't know.
Neolithic means before, like, we were around.
So like, dinosaurs.
No.
Triceratops.
No.
It is also. It says Neolithic exotic birds.
Dodo's exotic.
I do not know.
All right. Well, there you go, Ollie. There's your answer to your fantastic first
Thanks,
question.
buddy.
Jambo.
See you, Oliver. We are friends.
Jambo, you're blocking. You're
Love you,
Jambo.
Ollie. You funny sometimes.
Jambo.
Love you, Ollie. You funny.
All right. The second question that Oliver sent in. You measure my life in hours, and I serve you by expiring. I'm quick when I'm thin, and slow when I'm fat. The wind is my enemy.
Hold on. Reread it.
You measure my life in hours, and I serve you by expiring. I'm quick when I'm thin, and slow when I'm fat. The wind is my enemy.
Yep.
Can I whisper my answer
Yeah,
to
it's a.
Mike?
It's
I already
candle.
heard. Yeah, I already
It's a
heard.
You
candle.
heard what I said.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was like, but is that right? And I thought about it. I was like, yeah, that's right.
I'm the riddle
Yeah.
master, so
She's the Riddler.
I am.
Thanks, you guys, for 500 subscribers. All right.
All right, Oliver's last question that he sent in. Why is Shadows of Evil good?
I'm gonna have to. I don't know why, but I really wish there was some way that or that they need to make it on YouTube so you can like add a video tag, like in front of what? L.
Wait, what?
My Jeff Goldblum pillow.
I don't know. Shut up. So I really wish there was a way that you could like add a tag in on a video retroactively, right? Like in any spot.
Yeah, sure.
So I could just go and then open my mouth up while it's a link to the episode where we talk about Shadows of Evil. But I'm just going to not answer that, and you're going to have to wait for the Shadows episode, I think.
Ooh.
You shit.
Or find any of the other episodes where we've talked about Shadows and
It's
why
so good!
Thanks, Jack.
It's the best map.
You being that loud, I'm gonna have to go in and adjust the audio on that.
Woo!
God damn it.
Woo! My mom. A muscle man.
Woo!
That's my shirt. Alright.
All right. I also have some questions prepared for Jackson.
Do you want to call in to our biggest fan? It's Mac. Do you want to get hers? You should wait and do yours after because you got Ollie's.
Sure. Yeah, we can.
His first, actually.
I got a few. I can do a few of like the easy ones.
All right. Then
Yeah,
what?
one to start off with because it's one that I got suggested. I think it was Ollie who suggested it. What is your favorite Miners Haven update? Since we were talking about the MH podcast and all.
Again, as I said, boys, you know, it's gotta be the next one, bro.
Big third sacrifice supporter.
It's gotta be the next update. You know, I'm not saying like it's third sag and like it's that next one. It's always gotta be the next one. You know, what's your favorite video?
Yeah,
the
sure.
next one.
Sure. Yeah, man.
Because why would I play it if it wasn't better?
Damn.
Damn.
All right, I'm trying to decide what order I want to ask these in. Here, I'll ask one of the COD. I'll ask just a general COD one. What do you think is the best COD game?
COD 4.
COD 4. What is your favorite COD game?
Black Ops 3. Yeah, Black Ops 3 just has the most replayable shit. And COD 4, I think, is on its own just really good. Just a really, really good game with a fantastic campaign and a fantastic multiplayer. Along with it being the most important shooter game ever made. It completely changed the genre forever. Like it changed after that came out.
Dang, you just sounded entirely coherent.
I love COD 4.
You're just fully coherent. That was just an entirely normal answer.
Right?
That's crazy.
That was a good answer though, right?
Yeah, that was just a legit answer.
Good answer.
I'm surprised by it. I was throwing that in there because I was expecting you to like fucking like throw some wacky shit out there, and you just gave like a legit good answer.
Good answer.
What the fuck, bro? That's crazy.
I thought that was your next question. I was like, bad.
All right. My next question. What do you think of Oliver Jones?
Okay. So I think genuine thoughts on Oliver Jones.
Oh no, Ollie, I'm sorry.
So I think he's a guy who's genuinely doing his best to exist and live in a way, and he's trying to be funny, and a lot of times he is funny. I think he's funnier more often than we're willing to give him credit for. But I also think that he isn't very smart. And I think that he's very unaware of himself. He's either unaware... I forgot that happened, bro.
I was just waiting for that. It got to like 5 minutes left, and I was just prepping.
But he's either not very aware of what he is or what he does, or is very aware and is a bad person. Up to him, right? But I think he's very unaware of what he does, and that is what I believe about Oliver Jones. But I think he is trying; he just doesn't really know.
How about that fish guy?
This is just an alright guy. I feel like doesn't express himself enough to really build a great connection with others.
Yeah, sure.
But he just kind of is very closeted on what he actually does. He's either very closeted or doesn't do literally anything, you know?
Yeah.
It's one of those two things. And one is just a normal factor and one is sad, you know? So hopefully it's just the closeted one. But I think that stops Fish from at any point like being like at least to me on how I would see it is to being super close with a lot of people online, rather than just like being my good buddy, you know?
Yeah.
So that's how I feel about it. That's how I feel about Fish.
All right, I got one more before I want to get Mac in here for some questions.
Again, however, I do really like Fish. Fish is really cool.
Yeah.
I just want that to be known. That is just a comment. I also really like Fish. He is. I mean, we've been playing with Fish and Oliver for 2.5 years.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and we're still fucking 2v2ing on COD. On COD.
Yeah. That's how we started, and that's how we still go.
So,
It's crazy how we started, and Fish was like dog shit. Like he couldn't really play with us because he couldn't keep up.
He was incoherent.
Yeah, he could not play COD. And now he's like I almost dropped a spoiler for the tournament.
He's really good.
He was competitive in the tournament. I will say that.
Yeah, which is definitely like it's exactly what we need. But yeah, no, so I really like both of them. And yeah, those are just I do believe everything that I said though.
Yeah.
Okay, continue.
All right. Last one here. This one might take a little bit, maybe not. What are your top 5 maps in Zombies?
It definitely has changed because I've thought about it because I knew this one was coming. So
I think I know what's going to happen here.
What do you think?
I mean, I don't know what exactly is going to happen, but I know Ancient Evil's like shot up. I don't know if that's
I'm not
thing,
sure where I want Ancient Evil right now.
Ancient Evil like has to be in the top 5 though, surely.
I'm not 100%. I think so. I'm not 100%. So Shadows is still number 1. The change on the leaderboard is that right now I'm feeling Origins at 2.
Origins at 2.
That's what I'm feeling right now.
Hate you.
Again, I've said since I've been on the podcast, I've been like I'm going to and am going to be going back and forth on Mob and Orange. It's just gonna kind of like be a seesaw. I really enjoy both maps. I think both maps do a lot of things really well. Mob is more like you know, boxed together, but Origins is like a more like colorful box, if that makes sense. That makes sense?
Sure.
Origins, I think, does the things it does best. I can't say better than Mob because Mob does vibes so fucking well.
Yeah, Mob has the atmosphere, like,
Mob
nailed
has
down.
atmosphere on like any other map other than like Shadows, but otherwise, I think Mob is just like a solid, like 8.5 with everything, and everything being an 8.5 along with the atmosphere being like a 10, it bumps it up to like a 9.5, 9.75. You know?
Yeah.
Well, I think Origins has to me a lot of things that are 10s. And then some things that are like 7s, you know. So I'm just gonna kind of go back and forth on it. So yeah, since we were talking about it, I'm leaning towards Origins at this specific moment. However, look for that to go back tomorrow.
Okay.
And so then Mob would be the next one.
Okay, so there's the top 3.
The top 3 is the same and has been the same for a long time.
Yeah, that's probably not going to shift, but now Origins has moved back up, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Fuck Origins.
And I'm going to say Dryzendrock, because it's just really good in it.
Okay.
Which has always been there. Dryzendrock's always been number 3, 4. Even with my enjoyment of Ancient Evil, the highest it's hit is 5. Do I want to say Ancient Evil? I'm trying to talk myself out of it. I'm trying to give myself a number 5 that isn't Ancient Evil.
Moon.
I hate you. The only thing I'm catching myself on for myself, or like are we? Okay, I know we're doing 5 best. So I was gonna say personally, I would have Zet that high maybe.
As your 5th favorite?
5th favorite.
Well, I did say your top 5 maps, so like your top 5 favorites.
Top 5 favorite?
Yeah. If it's favorite, does DE end up there?
No.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't. But
So what ends up there instead of DE at number 4?
So the things that could end up there are Zetsubo, Ancient Evil, Zetsubo, 5.
5 is that high for you. That's crazy to me.
I love 5. Dude.
5 is a good map. 5 does not belong in the top 5. That's nuts.
I mean, it's a personal one, you know. But I love 5, dude. What are you doing?
I don't know. She's like mouthing something, and I have no idea what
Just
she's
say
trying
it.
to say.
Talking?
You asked the autistic person the wrong question because his favorite thing to do is
Yeah,
rank.
this is what this is about. That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he asked me the correct question. He knows.
I know, it's just like he's gonna sit here and talk about this for like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the point.
This is a podcast. That's what we do.
You've been going for an hour and 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the plan.
Talked about pushing to 2.
Okay.
So no, I love 5 personally, is what I was saying.
Crazy.
I hate Moon.
I had to slip it in there.
Yeah. So then, like, Doris is also there because Doris is so important. So let me look. Doris, 5. Zet. Ancient Evil. I need 2 spots for those. I think it's just Zet and 5 for me.
Just Zet and 5 on the personal ranking.
Are my personal favorites. If I were to go top 5 maps, I think I'm gonna have it as I had with Shadows, Origins, Mob, DE, and Ancient Evil. However, those aren't that's not my top 5 favorite.
Okay.
How coherent was that? I don't know. I'm trying because I really like if I'm answering a question that like I'm interested in answering, I want to be conscious for it.
That was pretty coherent, I think.
Bang.
Maybe got a little bit rambly at some
yeah,
points,
definitely
but
got rambly.
but you know, you got your answer out there and it made sense. Other than the fact that 5 is up there. That's crazy.
I love 5, dude.
5 is a good map, but it's same with Zet for me. Zetsubo being like top 5 is insane.
I just love. I like what I enjoy. It is in that area.
Yeah.
Like again,
Yeah.
those aren't the 5 best maps either. They're not super even close.
Yeah, just
But
personal favorites.
Just personal favorites. Just
Yeah,
how I.
that makes
how
sense.
I,
All right, Mac, get in here.
what? Yeah. Hey, Mac.
You scoot to the middle.
Yep, I got it. What are your 5 favorite maps?
I don't know. I was thinking about that right now to see if I could get something together. I don't know what I would put up there for my favorites. I truly don't know. Obviously, mob number 1, Shadows, I think, has to be number 2, because Shadows is just like...
Hold up. We got it. We got our. I mean, our kind of actually our first guest on Pod of the Dead.
Yeah.
Right? You're the first guest on Pod of the Dead. Look at my guys. Hey. See, damn it! I am being sweet, Jack.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's documented now.
It's documented. This happens. Here you go.
Whenever Jack is high, he becomes Sweet Jack, which is
That foreshadowing coming into play here.
Jack when we first started dating. Definitely. Like in the honeymoon phase of like the first 2 months of us dating, this is all it was. And him just staring into my eyes for a long period of time.
I'm not doing it on the podcast. I'm not
No,
doing
I
it
don't
here.
want you to.
I started to for a second, and I was like, nope. So Max got questions from me. I don't know what the questions are.
Don't know how this is going to go. Who knows? Maybe I'll have to do some cutting here.
So
We're going to see.
first we have some baseline questions. Just
How
to
many do
see-
you have?
85.
I think like 8, but I don't have to do all of them.
Okay.
So first question, when is my birthday?
February 3rd.
You passed. If you could
Okay.
like bleep my birthday though.
Why do you care about the date of your birthday being bleeped?
I don't trust people.
It's a day, bro.
I get scared. Okay.
Mine is September 15th.
December 9th.
So,
If you want me to, I will bleep it, but I truly don't think it's a big deal.
it's fine. What's my favorite color? And if you can give it like names of the color, like shade names, extra points.
Periwinkle. It's the periwinkle. You also, not as of late, really much anymore, but you liked red. And then you're kind of in, but like with periwinkles, it's always kind of 2 different things. A lot of the time it's that kind of color over there, which is like a bluer one, like kind of like a light blue.
Yeah.
But a lot of the times it fades into a darker purple, which is not necessarily like a super dark purple, like
Do
a
you know what my trio is?
No. But there's definitely like kind of like a smooth layer of like kind of like a fabric kind of purple. You know, like a blanket where like you move some of it and it gets darker and you flatten it out and it gets like brighter. It's like kind of like that, but in like a really smooth way. I'm like that, bro.
So the correct answer was baby pink, robin's egg blue, and periwinkle because he does know my trio. Everything in this household is reminiscent of those 3. So, yes, I'm wearing pink pants right now. My desk is pink.
Pink Panther.
The robin's egg blue is typically the wall color, though.
I shouldn't
so
do
it's
that. I'm
fair
sorry.
enough he
I
would
shouldn't
put
do that.
it.
I'm sorry. I
Did
didn't
you
think
fake
about it. I'm
punch him?
sorry. What?
Did you fake punch him?
I did. I didn't think about it.
Why
We
is
do
that
that- we-
upsetting him?
We do that on the podcast sometimes, and it's not something I thought about.
Okay.
My apologies, Jack. And
What are Sky's
my
favorite
allegedly
colors?
Hi, friend.
His favorite color currently is hot pink. His favorite color currently is hot pink, like a neon pink, and but like I'll always immediately think orange in my head.
Yep.
Because that's what it used to be until he became gay. I was that close, bro. I swear to God, I was that close.
Would have
That's
been
correct.
I mean, that's correct.
Funny.
Right? Don't say correct to his thing.
I just know everyone's favorite color.
As far as you know, that's correct. Yes.
What? New color?
I'm not as big on neon pink. Just like a slightly like calmer shade of pink.
So you're moving closer to this?
Yeah.
Not like that, but closer to that?
Yeah.
Can we have pink
Still
walls
pink.
in our next
Still
house?
pink. Can we do what?
Pink walls in our house?
No.
This color of pink, I would be okay with.
Yeah, that'd be okay.
Yeah, like a baby
This
pink.
this would be like perfect. I think I would be fine with that. Yeah.
Okay, we'll talk about that later.
So long as you want to do the painting, because I've already, yeah.
Who was Jambo originally named after? Not Jambo.
Him?
Mm-hmm.
Who was he named after, but not Jambo? Like Beverly?
Yes.
I don't know what Beverly is. Beverly Hills. That's what? No. What he was originally named was Armand. That's the original name of Jambo. Mac asked me what she should name the cat, and I was like, I don't fucking know. Then she was like, give me an answer, and I was like, Armand. And then she went, what's Armand? And I responded, Armand.
That sounds like the setup to a D's Nuts somehow.
Yeah, no, but I have like a wall of like Max saying shit and like 12 straight messages of Armand.
That's funny.
You ripped your finger open.
Yeah, I really want to pick the scab.
Oh,
I'm not going to.
poor sweetheart.
But yeah, Beverly Hills.
So the correct answer is
where
Beverly
I
Togold from Not Another D&D podcast. I've definitely told him that like 80 million times.
Living in Beverly Hills. Beverly Hills.
What's your favorite memory of Sky?
The fuck?
That was weird. That was a weird one. Favorite memory of Sky. It's something that I've thought about in the past. It's something me and Sky have had a discussion about. Is that we don't do very many specific memory-worthy things, but everything always feels very consistent, and I think that's why the relationship works the way that it does. You know?
Yeah, we don't have many big standout things. It's just a lot of like we get
always.
along, and
a lot
it's,
of always.
Yeah.
You know. So that's so I don't know exactly off the dome if I have one that's like super special that wasn't ruined because the fourth person there tried to fuck my girlfriend, you know. I just say that all the time.
Fair enough.
So
yeah, I don't know what mine would
are we
be.
talking about favorite, like is it favorite memory like one that I think is like one of my favorites because
One
it
that maybe pops up in your mind a lot.
No. Is that I'm saying like this is a memory that's one of my favorites because it's like a really interesting thing that happened into a situation with me and Sky both being there rather than it being like a me and Sky did a thing and went ha 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 it was funny.
Either one.
So one of my favorites that I have is when I think I told us on the podcast before. Sky probably will remember this halfway through. Mac will remember sooner than he will. Is that we had a school where we had this dome, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, never mind. Where out of like triangles, right?
Yep, the fucking dome.
And that you people would just hang around there, and whenever we played tag, that was base. If you could get in there, you were safe. And so I'm running. Sky's it. He's behind me. I'm sprinting. I remember exactly where I was. I was running straight towards that dome because I needed that protection. And Sky was close enough behind me and at a high enough speed that I didn't have time to climb into the dome. So I was like, I have to dive. I dove and aimed wrong and just nailed my shoulder and was gone for like 5-10 seconds.
God.
I was out. And then I was like, whoa. I respawned next to the fucking thing, so I clearly didn't get in. And then this guy was over me and was like... I was like...
That's fucking funny, dude. That's such a banger, bro. You were fucking knocked out, and I just looked over your corpse. And as you regained life, I just went... You're it, buddy.
So that's one of my that's the thing, one of my favorite ones that like I think of in that situation, but I don't think that reflects our friendship very well necessarily because that was also before we really became friends.
That's just a funny memory.
That's just a funny memory that I have that he was the other character in.
Yeah,
because that was in second or third grade because we were at the other school. So
yeah, I can give one of mine, which is a recent one, just because it's like fresh in the mind and it's.
Mm-hmm.
It was so fucking funny. The fucking Juice WRLD thing, man. The Juice WRLD bit. It was so funny.
You know the Juice WRLD bit?
I don't need to know.
Yeah, we were. No, I'm gonna tell you. This is really funny. So we're talking about. Was it the Snoop Dogg skin?
Probably.
You told me this.
Yeah, we're talking. So the Snoop Dogg skin in the same game as Godzilla, which is a name of a song made by Eminem, which has a guest star on it, who's dead. Who else is dead? Us. Welcome on Juice World. And
Yeah, something like that. Just the path.
And it was so fucking funny.
Our first guest. Welcome Juice World.
Now we
Fucking so good.
Now we have our second guest, Mac.
Hell yeah.
But that's a really good. No, I need to try to find my favorite laughy fun memory.
I have another question for you.
I think one of them actually might be the Keno game.
Oh yeah, that Keno game.
Yeah, me and Sky have a legendary Keno game that was one where we were at my house and playing just 2-player Keno split screen, and we got to round 28 and and I went down or one of us went down, and it was also when round 28 was an important thing to us,
Yeah,
that
we were dog shit back then, so that was
really bad.
We were killing it that game.
So and that was for a bit. I was that's the best game we've had. That's it. And we were having so much fun, and it's just a core thing that I have that
Core memory.
I'm the Keno game.
Yeah,
and we know what we're talking.
Yeah, we can
about.
reference that, and then it's just there because we both remember
Yeah,
that shit. I don't remember too many specifics about the game itself, but I remember the game.
I remember the ending of the game, and that's it.
Yeah, it was a banger game.
Banger game. So that might be my favorite memory that we have.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff has just kind of happened and flowed by.
Mob game is a big one too.
Mob game was good. Yeah, the one we played up to 70 together.
No. No. The one where we got to around 40.
Oh yeah, the one where I was a monkey bomb.
Yeah.
That one.
So we have monkey bombs that you throw and it attracts zombies to it and then explodes. So we were playing
monkey bombs are.
So we're playing.
We have one.
Yeah, we were playing in a game, and Sky just had it was a situation where he had no points and no ammo.
But didn't he say he was a monkey bomb?
Shut up. And he had no perks and he was just fucked, right? And I was out of vitriolic withering ammo, and it was a bad spot. And so Sky, out of ammo, was "You've got the gun. You've got this." And he just runs away and takes all the zombies and dies. And then he comes back the next round and he has 1,500 points. It's I don't want to have to build up from nothing. So he just buys a claymore, does it again, and goes, "I'm a human monkey bomb," and throws down claymores in front of him in a corner and just dies. And that happened 3 straight rounds as I tried to kill zombies with my pack-a-punched MP5 on round 41 because I needed a max ammo because I was out of ammo with the vitrolic withering.
And you know what? He was clutching up. He was killing it. I was
clutching up for the boys, and Sky was just going, "My bomb!" and
monkey
as we would just talk, vibing in Xbox Live chat. It was great, dude.
That was a good one.
That was a really good one.
It's a lot of it. It kind of helps for a zombies podcast that a lot of the memories are zombies games.
Yeah, this is coincidental. This is a zombies podcast. These are just 2 of my favorite memories.
Yeah, those are both up there for me.
Yeah, because it just gives time to just talk. Because a lot of it's very simple gameplay.
Yeah, big vibes.
Just big vibes.
I have good memories of all the just discussions that we've had late nights when you've stayed over.
Yeah,
we've had a lot of good just sit down and talk for hours about whatever, just shit talking Grant for hours.
Yeah, that's what we did for 2 years. When we were in school with Grant, and then the year we were in school, and then a year after we left, and we're just Jesus Christ, that kid sucked.
That was fucking crazy.
He was a dick, and we were bro, and then we would tell the same stories all the time, but
my homies hate Grant.
but we didn't care, so we just kept talking about him. It was great.
The best friends are the ones where you can tell the exact same stories to constantly and still have a good time.
It's great.
Grant's mom is a social worker for the high school we went to. She was so unhelpful that I got kicked out of certain social programs that I was meant to as someone who had to like get emancipated as a child. Yeah, she's bad. He's bad. So I was gonna ask, what's your favorite memory with me also?
Marvel Day. Even though guy who tried to fuck you was there.
That was a big day for us.
Marvel Day.
That was the day I think we both were like,
That guy over there. That guy right there. We weren't even dating. We weren't dating yet. It was like a week before we started dating.
It was definitely the day that I was like, there's no fighting this.
I was like, yeah, this is it. We gonna fuck. W's. Like,
W for my boy.
yeah. Hey. Woo. And yeah, and it was super nice. It was really fun. That's probably it.
That was a good day.
Great day.
Obviously doesn't have the same like emotional weight for me, but it was still really fun.
Yeah. Also, it's a little hampered because John was there.
A little bit.
But no, like tossing up
Yes.
the mattress tossed up on the wall, you know, us just like fighting, us being like,
Just fucking
damn,
around.
this kid's fucking toned his shit over here.
Yeah, that was the first time the like Peter Parker comparisons to me got
Yeah.
made. Because John was just like trying to put me in like different locks and holds, and I was just,
You were just kinda wrestling.
the most slippery motherfucker on the planet.
And I was just violently beating everyone with foam swords.
Yeah, that wasn't that same time though. We were just fighting. It was fun. It was great. It was a great day.
At Marble Day?
Yeah.
We all had,
Wasn't
Pepsi can boxes
weren't
with
there like
people.
weren't there like two separate Marvel
Yes.
Yes.
things?
Yeah.
So the foam sword one was the second one, right?
No, it was the first. It was the
Was it
first
the
one.
first
Were involved in both.
That makes
But it
sense.
was more importantly the first one because in the first one I remember like me and Mac fighting with them and like running downstairs and I was like, this girl pretty cool. This one pretty cool over here.
And now we don't have any foam swords, but we do have pool noodles that I bought months ago for us to fight
Those
with.
are cringe.
Do we just need to get foam swords again?
Yes. I'll be.
fucking in. I want foam swords so badly.
You're fucking in debt. Oh,
Oh,
shit. Hey. Oh.
Financially?
Yeah.
Technically, yeah. Yeah, I am. Okay. How would you describe your inner self? Like how you see yourself in your own head, or like how I would see it is like how I describe my experience of my gender. But that
Is
could
in
be
your head. Zombie.
So how would you describe your inner self
Right now?
in general?
Right now, I'm little man.
You little man.
Little tiny man. Small
I
man.
love
Little man. Zap.
When I'm not high, I'm just like dude who's trying. Like,
Fine, is fair.
just dude who's doing his best.
How would you describe me and Sky, our inner selves?
Little.
For me or him? Or both?
You.
Okay.
Little.
Little.
Just little.
You wouldn't describe me as like a little rat
No, you're just little.
or just like a little pink ball.
Little, like, fill in the blank.
Well, like what?
Little, and then anything.
Little anything.
Little,
That's fair.
little, there's a second word. It's a
Little gay
noun.
boy.
Nope, 2 words.
Little gay.
Bang. Sky is a shield. A shield that says go away. You're like the embodiment of a person who cut down a stop sign and was like as if you were like trying to stave off a horde of sinners with like a cross, you know? But you're doing that with a shield, but with everyone alive, you know?
It's just a bunch of people who are like, hey, I want to talk to you. And I'm like, fuck off.
Ah! Go away! And that's you.
Fucking like slam their head with the stop sign. It goes
Yeah.
ding.
Bink! It's the Fortnite like shield breaking sound. It's funny.
I have something to add to this. So I used to have a best friend named Maddie. And when we were in D&D, she came to meet Jack and meet all of my friends. Now, Maddie and I are 2 years older than everyone. And so she was like kind of already an adult. I think she was about to move out of her mom's house, still in high school and everything. And she meets Sky and she goes, "Is that a 5th grader?" They're, I think, sophomores in high school.
Why would you share this information?
And then I go, no, he's homeschooled.
So he's...
And she goes, oh.
I was laughing.
And then goes, he probably doesn't have any friends, does he? And I went, he has us. And she went, That included me, apparently. Because she also hated me at that time.
Why are you just being mean to Sky, bro?
I feel like that
You-
supports the point.
Okay, but what are we talking about now?
Just that Sky, like, people see Sky and they're like, he doesn't want to interact with anyone.
Yeah,
she was
but
very off-put by Sky. She said he was quiet.
why are you
and
just
menacing.
being mean to him?
I'm not.
She is, right?
I mean, it was fine until she was like, yeah, she was just off put by him.
Yeah, because
I'm like, fuck, man.
Off-put because you're like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, you just were quiet and in the corner and you weren't really interacting. Like, you were a fly on the wall watching us.
Yeah, it's me.
But no, it's fucking.
That's what I meant by, like, the shield thing.
But no, it's that whatever. But yeah, that is what you are. Go away from me. You know,
Yeah.
accurate.
I
Yep.
think Sky prefers to be a fly on the wall.
Do you have more question?
Yes.
Do you have more questions, Sky?
Not very good. I want to ask the one good one to see what you have to say about. I want to see if you can give a coherent answer to that.
Give one more.
Okay.
I'll ask my good one, and then I think I'm good because everything else is just kind of like whatever questions.
Why don't you ask yours?
No. You asked yours. So the
Your current friendships, right, in your life. How would you like to see those turn out in the future? What would you like to see happen for your friends and for just like the overall relationships with your friends?
So I don't have many friends.
Hey, me neither, man.
I got one.
I want to get married to you.
From a friendship?
Yeah, I mean it's supposed to be part of it.
Okay.
I just want to keep being friends. Just that's it.
Yeah.
I want to just chill here, like forever. You know, I'm good.
Yeah.
Obviously not living together, but like keeping the vibe that we have, and then keeping it that we had that like just for I'm good forever. That's how I want it to happen. Oliver, I want Oliver to like pursue something that he really enjoys. And then I think in 2 years, I think we'll just kind of eventually drift apart for no reason in particular. And then I want to see Fish find something to do, because Fish kind of just doesn't do anything
That we know of.
that we know of. If he doesn't share it, he doesn't share it.
So
But
his previous job at Dairy Queen.
I want him to find something to do, and do that. And
Did you see Mac? You mentioned the Dairy Queen thing, and she just went.
but I want to see him find something to do.
Flipper?
And then same thing with Oliver. Is like just like in 2 years, I think we're just gonna drift apart for no reason in particular.
Just kind of how it goes.
Just how it goes. That's what I would like to see happen. That's like a combination of what I think about. Like, so, yeah.
Good.
That it? That all you got?
I have one more.
No. Just have one more question.
Okay.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Hug.
Hug.
Mwah.
I hate you. Get up.
Because I kissed you?
Yes.
Can you move your foot?
Bye, Mac. Woo!
Woo!
All right. Thank you, Mac.
Thank you, Mac.
I'm gonna throw up.
I'm going to order Taco Bell.
All right, let me get my last question pulled up real quick. Let me just it's a real question. I'm interested in your answer on this one. What do you think makes the zombies gameplay loop so addicting and replayable?
There's a clear goal every time, and it's always different. It's always different because and it's great with every map, because every map changes the way the flow and the way that it works. But the goal is always just do better than last time. And I think that just like that's a great goal to have.
Is it out of battery? It was on. It was.
The camera shutter.
Yeah, it was flashing on one bar. It might be out. You want Jack? We can just finish it out audio.
Finish it out audio?
Yeah.
Huh. Sure.
Yeah, because this is the last question. You can just answer this, and then we're
Cool.
good.
Yeah, I think the goal is just always do better than last time. You know?
Yeah.
And I think that, I mean, it's just a really great way to build a game. And then you can also not, it gives you the complete freedom to not go after that goal, because you also can just get on with friends and play, you know?
Yeah.
And like know that you have a best, but know that it doesn't really matter if you don't get it. And I think that and then they always change that. Also, you can always play faster. It just opens it up to a lot of like ways of gameplay, you know?
Yeah.
It leaves so much room for challenges, so much room for expansion within itself, that I think it's just a fucking fantastic way to build a game. And that's why it's so successful in many other places who try to do similar things, and it really just isn't the same. Because I feel like at the end of the day, that kind of genre of mode or style always will come back to, but is it zombies? You know?
Yeah.
And like, because like, you know, it's an easy concept that we all know. It's like it's a tower defense game. It's essentially a moving tower defense game, right?
Yeah, where you're just like constantly upgrading and like upping your defenses for increasingly difficult odds.
It combines tower defense with a shooter, and like that's just something that like is a simple concept to understand. So just like a round based or turn based thing like that happens all the time, and I feel like none of them have been anywhere near as successful as zombies, because it's just great.
Yeah.
And it's just like my favorite thing in gaming that's ever happened. It is. I guess my favorite game, but only because I can't say just Call of Duty Zombies.
Yeah.
You know? Because Call of Duty Zombies isn't a game.
It's spread across like 6.
It's spread across 6. I don't know what the fuck that was. Yeah. Can I ask you other questions real quick? Can I just look at them? That's fine with
sure.
you. Just want to see what they are.
I had a couple joke ones that I didn't ask.
I'll think it's funny. Just read them. You start talking for a second. Close out the app.
All right, yeah. You said start talking, and then I just went silent.
Favorite weapon in all of zombies? Not Wonder Weapon.
I
Can I ask
Wonder
you
Weapon.
guys something while we're on dead air?
No, because I'm figuring this out.
what are you figuring out?
I'm just
Just looking through.
favorite
the other
weapon in
questions.
all of zombies. Not World War. Not
I added least favorite map. I was gonna add an addendum that it's not Moon, obviously.
Okay. I'll run through these real quick. Favorite weapon of all time that isn't a Wonder Weapon. It might be the Dingo.
The Dingo.
It might be the Dingo or the ICR. The RPK is one that I really enjoyed. The PP for me never really like resonated with me, but I understood how fucking hype it was, you know?
Yeah, because it's
Must-
the PP.
Yeah, Mustang and Sally. Could you make the case that could fall into a category which makes it weird for that?
A little bit, but I think I would count it as just like a cool upgraded weapon because it's not a wonder weapon.
Yeah, Mustang and Sally is definitely up there. The Galil is like I think my favorite assault rifle from any of the zombies games. However, the Commando was great. The A94 was really fun. And SVU is something I really enjoy. I'm not gonna pick out. I'm not gonna decide. I'm just gonna say the ICR. ICR is one that I'm just gonna point out in specific.
Okay.
Least favorite map, not Moon. Least favorite map that isn't Moon. Transit has to be at least like
In contention.
like floated.
Is Die Rise in there?
No, because part of me will always love Die Rise.
Yeah, you've got even though you don't like it now as much.
Yeah.
You got the
Yeah,
vibes for
I
it.
fully accept it is a very bad map, but part of me will always love it enough that it keeps it out of there. I've gotten to a point where I really don't like Kino. I don't think Kino's super close. Crovey might it might be close for least favorite.
For personal least favorite.
For personal least favorite, Crovey might be really close. It might be Crovey. No, Alpha Omega probably.
Yeah, Alpha Omega is real
If
fucked up.
if you want to take Alpha Omega out of it because Alpha Omega is like a number clear number 2, you could say.
Sure.
Then I think I might go Crovy on least favorite.
Interesting.
Your phone's in my lap. It fell off. I forgot.
Sick. I feel like that's one that's gonna change because we just played Crovy and you just like.
Yeah, I am like high on the it's bad.
Yeah.
The other ones.
I
saw Fuck You, and I saw High Round Game.
Oh yeah. When are we gonna run a high round game?
What map are we talking?
I don't know. I was kind of assuming something BO3. Maybe I'd be down to run like a Zet game. Try and get a co-op 100 on Zet.
I'm down. I'm down to run that.
That could be fun. We could knock that out on like a Saturday next weekend.
Yeah. I doubt we'll get to around 100, but it's something that we can definitely try.
We can go for it. Yeah. That would be fun.
Go for at least a new co-op record because our co-op record's 69 on Revelations. I almost said Revolution.
Yeah.
So I'll be down to run a Zet game soon.
Yeah. I've got Y in there. I've got Fuck You.
Yep.
And then I think that's it. Yeah.
All right.
All right, now it's all set. What did you think of my questions?
They're good questions. They're really good questions. Again, I fully trust you to make questions. You have a higher bar for yourself than you should because you're a YouTube guy. You know?
Sure.
Just kind of what you did on YouTube, at least what I feel like, has given you, it has made you feel the need to have better questions. But you don't need those because you have good questions. Those were good.
All right, thank you.
How'd you like my questions?
Your questions were a little intrusive on a podcast, so tad intrusive. Tad intrusive. Yeah, I love this episode.
Yeah, this was really fun.
I've had a fantastic time.
I was expecting a level of chaos that we did not get.
Yeah, because I was like, my brain was like, answer coherently.
Yeah, and you did. You did. You had like legitimate. You were rambly, but you had like legitimate answers for everything. You were like solid on stuff.
I felt I felt like I was answering really well. I feel like even for like my normals, completely, allegedly, I guess, sober answers, I feel like I was doing really good even for those.
Yeah.
So yeah, but it was a fun one. I really enjoyed this.
Yeah, this was a good episode.
So thank you, Potters.
Yeah. Which is Oliver, probably.
Thanks, Ollie.
Thanks for watching, man.
All right. Bye-bye.
Yeah, that's it. Thanks for
Bye-bye.
sticking around.
Love you. Kisses.